Hey guys, welcome to the farm.
Yeah, hi.
And we are here to give you an update of what all's been going on.
Because there's been a lot.
There has been, hasn't there?
Yeah.
And one of the things we should probably tell our friends about is what all the loud noises in the background.
Oh, the crickets.
That wasn't exactly what I was thinking of.
Oh, what were you thinking of?
How about the big noise that's that way?
Oh, yeah, we should tell them about that.
Okay,
Go ahead.
okay, I will do it. Are you sure you don't want to?
There you go.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
So this week, last week actually, the farmers started to harvest their soybeans.
Yeah, it was really exciting because they got a big tractor or combine or what's it called?
I think it's called the combine.
Yeah, it's cool.
It is really cool. And so there are multiple fields on our road that get harvested. And unfortunately, this year they were only planted in soy. So we do know that the farmers, they like to plant a mixture of soy and corn. The corn is their cash crop, and the soy is the crop that they use for cattle feed for the winter.
So what's a cash crop? Does that mean that dollar bills grow on the corn?
Not exactly, but it means that they can sell it and it brings in a really good price for what they grew.
Oh.
So they can get cash for their crop. That's why they call it a cash crop.
Oh. So they don't have quarters coming out and exploding off the corn or anything?
No, but that would be funny, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, I would like to see that.
I would too.
So anyways, so that is their cash crop. But this year we had such a rainy spring that unfortunately they were not able to get that in, and the ground was too wet. And so they put in a lot of soy, and it has been drying up and getting crispity so bad that we've been wondering when they were going to get around to harvesting. And some of it depends too on the farmers, because this is not their only job. They tend to have other jobs that they do as well. So because of that, we were really glad to see some dry days. And so they are over in our fields right now.
Yeah,
and they are harvesting the last 3 little fields. I think they finished one earlier, and they're finishing up on our 2 fields, which are the smallest that they rent, that they plant. So we're really glad that they're able to get their crop in, aren't we?
Yeah.
And then after that, they're going to come back and put in a cover crop. And there are 2 reasons for that. One is it's really good for the land, not to lie fallow. So anyone who wants to geek out with me.
Me.
You want to geek out with me?
Yeah.
All right. Let's do it.
Yeah.
So we have land that has been invaded by Johnson grass, which is a non-native invasive introduced purposefully by people into this area, thinking it would be great for raising for cattle. And it is a grass that not only grows seed heads, but it also spreads by rhizomes underground. And so it's a really nasty thing to try to get rid of. If you ever notice that you see grass that's been allowed to get long and it has really large flat blades here in the Midwest, there's a good chance, and a really prominent vein, there's a good chance that that's probably Johnson grass. And the seed heads are pretty. I mean, they're this burgundy red color, kind of feathery looking, triangular from a distance, but this stuff is really hard to get rid of. And in the past, the farmers have just done, typically farmers do, you let the land lie fallow all winter, fall through winter. Come spring, you spray it with a pesticide to knock off whatever's on it. Then you go and you plow. Now they did a few years ago, more than a few years ago, they did change to not plowing, but doing a system where it just drops the seed into little holes. So that's good for the land as well. But still, they were getting a lot of Johnson grass and other pests and weeds and things that were growing up. And even though they would knock it back with the pesticide, that typically only affects the green part of the plants. And so the rhizomes underground would still be there. They'd come back. They'd have to keep spraying their crop as it's growing. And then there would still be so much that they would have to bush hog part of the field because it just wasn't worth it. It would clog the combine, the harvester, and they just said it's not worth it. So they would just take it as a write-off. But we have a cover crop.
Yeah.
So do you want to explain to our friends what a cover crop is?
Yeah. So, I think if I understand correctly.
Well, go ahead and I'll let you know.
Okay, so a cover crop is something you plant when you normally wouldn't plant anything. Something that will grow in fall and winter, right?
Well, it grows in the fall and it survives over the winter.
Oh, okay. And then you harvest it, right?
Yeah. Sometimes you harvest it in the spring. It's something like winter wheat that grows. And if you can get in another crop, you can harvest the winter wheat and then get in a quick growing crop afterwards. But sometimes you can just mow down what you have and then plant right into it.
Yeah, and it's really good for the soil because it takes care of the soil while everything's resting.
That's right. You did a good job. High five.
Yeah.
So they have started putting in a cover crop, the farmers who rent the land here, and it did a wonderful job to knock back the Johnson grass. Now, they did spray a couple of times applications, but at the same time, the cover crop has knocked back the Johnson grass population so well. We are so impressed. There are only little bits of it here and there that have survived. So we're really glad that they're putting in a cover crop. It's good for the soil. They can just mow it, basically. They're putting in a grass type thing that's good for their cattle. So again, it's feed for their cattle. And then at the same time, it's going to help knock out those invasive non-native plants that we don't want, and even native plants that can be a little aggressive.
You mean like the one you like?
Yes, like the one I like.
You gonna tell him?
Well,
go ahead.
I really love morning glories.
Yeah, she likes them a lot.
Well, they're blue and they're pretty and they're the color of the sky, and I just like them.
Yeah, but they grow like crazy.
Okay, well, I let some go to seed last year in our garden, and let's just say that I've been pulling up morning glories nonstop ever since.
Yeah.
So if anybody ever wants a plant that's easy to grow, I highly recommend morning glories, and put it in a place that you can mow around.
They are pretty.
They are, aren't they?
Yeah.
So what else has been going on this week that we can update our friends on?
We had a neighbor visit.
We did, didn't we, this morning?
Yeah.
So he came by, and how old do you think he is?
2 or 3 years old.
I think you're right. And he's been around before, and we really like it when this neighbor comes to visit because he's so handsome, isn't he?
Yeah. And he's nice.
He is. And so he came onto the back property behind the house, and he was kind of, doing his thing, looking around. And I thought he was going to come up here by the house, but he ended up going back around the house and coming around the other side. So kind of sneaking around on us there. But we don't know what his name is, do we?
No, we haven't named him yet.
Not yet. Maybe we'll find a name for him.
Yeah.
So, but we think he used to come visit last year.
Yeah. He's really nice. You should see him. Maybe Miss Betsy can put up a picture.
Maybe I could, huh?
Yeah, because you took a lot.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah.
So our neighbor is a deer, and he's a young buck, and we think he may be one of the triplets that came to our yard last year, kind of as a bit of a nursery. Their mom would leave them, not when they were fawns, but when they were a little bit older and able to get around a little bit better. She would leave her triplets in our yard and go do her thing, and then come back for them somewhere right around dusk. And so it was really fun to watch them, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And we're really happy when the neighbors come by to visit, because here in the country, your neighbors are people and animals. And so we really like it when they come.
Yeah.
So I can't think of too much else going on around the farm.
You made cookies?
I did make cookies.
And you know what?
Please do not say it. Please do not say it.
I want to. Thank you. Give me more sugar! Sugar! I love sugar! It's so good! Oh, it's so yummy! You can lick it off your paws and you can eat it! It's so good and I just love it!
Are you finished?
Yeah, I'm done now.
You make me laugh. You know that?
Oh, but it's so good because it's sugar!
Thank you for sharing that with us.
You're welcome. You're welcome too.
So, obviously, Blackie Bear likes sugar.
Oh, you said it! You said sugar!
So we made some cookies and somebody likes to help lick the bowl.
Because sugar is so good.
Yes, it is. So we do have some cookies stashed in the freezer. Maybe we can go get one after we're done updating our friends.
Really? You would do that with me? Oh.
Thank you. I love you too.
Oh, an airplane.
Yeah, I hear it too. Can you see it?
No, not yet. I'm still looking.
Okay, keep looking. I don't know, you might have already gone by overhead.
Yeah. Aw, I missed him.
That's okay. There will be another one coming.
Yeah.
So we also happen to live on the flight line of an airport where a lot of times the planes just go straight in for landing. And so it's kind of fun. I personally do not know how to identify the planes. I think someone else might be a little bit better at that than I am, but I only can identify pretty much a P-51 Mustang. And that's the only plane I can really identify. But those are cool. Those are cool.
Yeah, they are cool, aren't they?
Yeah, so not too many P-51 Mustangs fly overhead here at our house, but we do have a lot of single engine planes and twin engines and jets and things.
Yeah, and if you look really close, you can kind of tell what they are.
Yeah, and sometimes they're really odd looking, aren't they?
Yeah, like the one that was the Italian jet.
Yeah, we had one fly over once that looked so distinct, even I could tell it was different from other planes, and found out later that it was a special kind of jet from Italy.
Yeah.
So that's about it. We've been just plugging away, working on the food truck and cleaning, working on the wood project. So all of our friends from the woodworking class at the place we were at this summer, they would know that we've been working on a project to restore a hutch from around the 1920s, late 20s or early 30s probably. And we got permission to take it apart. Well, I say we. I don't really mean we.
Yeah, it's you.
That's right, because you puppets haven't been helping me with that.
No, we help you with Sunday school. And I sing and I do verses and we do plays, but we don't help you with woodworking. But I could.
You know, you could, couldn't you?
Yeah, I could help you.
And you know what? I would like to have your help.
Really?
There's only one problem.
What's that?
The problem is that you would get dirty. It's okay. This is why I haven't asked you to help me, Blackie Bear. Because I know that if you get dirty...
Don't say it!
Well, you did say that other word earlier.
Please don't say it. Please, please, please.
How about you close your ears? He has to get a bath if he gets dirty. And puppets do not like getting baths. So, it's okay. It's okay. You can unplug your ears now.
You say it.
I did, but only to them, not to you.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
So see, this is why I haven't asked you to help. It's not because I don't want your help. It's because I want to protect you.
Oh, well, thanks. Oh.
Thanks, Blackie Bear. So I'm going to finish telling them about that, and then we'll go get the other thing.
You mean the... You mean the...
If you say it's going to take longer for me to tell them about the hutch.
I'm not saying anything.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
You said that?
Yeah, you're right.
That's okay. So you don't have to keep your paw in your mouth.
Oh.
So the hutch is from an addition that was put onto my church's building back in, I think, 1927. I'd have to check to make sure, but it was put on a long time ago. But somebody did mention as we were taking it apart that maybe someone I had met in my lifetime might have helped work on it. It's a long shot, but it is possible that some of the older folks in the church when I was a teenager could have been around back in that time period. And it was so much fun to go over the history and to have friends helping me.
You had friends helping you?
Well, yeah, I couldn't have done that on my own. Not that quick.
Oh, who helped?
Well, some friends from church.
Okay, do I know them?
I think you've met them before. We'll talk about it over our snack.
Okay.
So anyways, the hutch was in the basement, but eventually they had put a bathroom upstairs, which necessitated putting in a drop ceiling. And when they did that, the top layer of cabinets was no longer usable. There was a little bit of flooding in the basement, so not too bad, just a couple of inches maybe. And it was a very quick event, but they were afraid that it might have gotten into the plaster where there's still plaster, which I think is so cool, and the drywall and things. And the flooring was destroyed. So they decided that we need to renovate the basement down here because it's where the kiddos are, and you don't want them having mold or anything. Like, that would be bad.
Yeah.
So they were going to renovate. And when they renovated, they said, I found out they were going to take out the hutch because you couldn't use part of it and it was potentially water damage. And I said, you're going to take it out? Like, you're going to cut it away from the wall, right? And try to save it? And they said, no. And I said, oh, could I have it? And they said, yes. And so I was super thrilled. I love saving bits of history. I love being able to have a bit of history that reminds me of some very dear people who are now with the Lord. But if you ever get to come by this area and visit, I can take you around this town. And I do not know all the history. I do not know all the houses, but I do know a lot more than most people now at my church, which makes me feel kind of old.
That's because you are.
Well, I'm not super old.
But you're older than you were than when I met you.
That's true. Very true. Touche.
You're welcome.
So, anyways, it's just wonderful and a blessing from the Lord to have a beautiful piece of furniture, and it does need to be restored. So in order to get it out of the building, we had to undo how it was built. So we had to deconstruct it, if you want to say, and take it apart in reverse order. And it now needs a lot of cleaning up. Going to be going through a lot of crud cutter here at the farm. And it's currently sitting in a trailer due to the fact that the base did have some mold on it. And I don't want to take that into the house until that's dealt with. So the race is kind of on before the weather gets super cold and dry to get the wood cleaned up, to get it ready and prepped for putting it back together. And then there will be some repairs that will need to be done. The holes where the screws for the drop ceiling, where that was, the supports were attached to the cabinet front, those holes are going to need to be filled and color matched as best as possible. And then there is some water damage to the face frame where it was touching the concrete floor. So over time, I mean, it's been almost 100 years.
Wow, that's a long time.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's been almost 100 years. It's been sitting there touching the floor. And so over time, it has rotted away bits. So those bits will need to be replaced and then stain matched, and then the whole thing shellacked and probably assembled in 2 pieces, because this is a 9-foot behemoth and we don't necessarily have a place where I could put it up and anchor it into the wall securely. And we don't believe in not anchoring tall furniture because we don't want anything falling on kids. and hurting anybody. Like, no. So it'll probably remain in 2 parts for now, but I'm just super thrilled to have a piece of history and to have a project to work on.
Yeah. And now you have a project with me.
I do?
Yeah.
What's my project with you?
Going to eat cookies.
Well, I did promise our friends I wouldn't tell a story for them, or really I asked them if they wanted me to make up a story. I asked for a challenge and they said they'd give one to me, and then I never did it. So I probably should do that now. Is it okay if I tell a story first and then go get cookies?
As long as it's short.
Well, I tell you what, I'll make a different video. Let's end this update video. I'll make a different video, and then you and me, let's go get cookies.
That's a deal.
All right. So thanks for joining us for this update. Hope you all are having a great week. There are so many things, blessings, and reasons that we have to thank the Lord for. So have a great week.
Yeah, bye.
See y'all later.